U.S. President Donald Trump has reversed parts of his predecessor Barack Obama's diplomatic re-engagement with Cuba, tightening rules on Americans traveling there and restricting U.S. companies dealing with enterprises controlled by the island nation's military. Speaking at a rally in Miami on Friday, Trump said, "Last year I pledged to be a voice against oppression, and here I am like I promised. Now that I am your president, we will stand with the Cuban people in the struggle for freedom. Effective immediately, I am canceling the last government's one-sided deal with Cuba. We won't lift sanctions on the Cuban regime until all political prisoners are freed, until free and internationally recognized elections are held." Trump set to change U.S.-Cuba policy. Trump's revised approach, which will be enshrined in a new presidential directive, calls for stricter enforcement of a long-time ban on Americans going to Cuba as tourists. The new policy is also expected to ban most U.S. business deals with the Armed Forces Business Enterprises Group, GESA, a sprawling conglomerate run by General Luis Alberto Rodriguez López Callejas, son-in-law of Cuban President Raúl Castro. GESA operates dozens of hotels, tour buses, restaurants and other facilities. Yet, parts of Obama's diplomatic breakthrough in December 2014 are expected to remain intact, including the reopened U.S. Embassy in Cuba's capital, Havana, and the restoration of relations between Cold War-era foes. Views from Miami, Havana. Al Jazeera's Andy Gallagher, reporting from Miami, said Trump was seeking to make good on a campaign promise to conservative Cuban Americans that will stop the flow of money from U.S. businesses to the Cuban military. Essentially, Trump is looking to stop funding for the Cuban government, the Castros and the military, while encouraging young entrepreneurs to make their own way, he said. Trump wants to challenge the Castro leadership and improve the country's human rights record. Among the people calling for change in Miami are local congressmen, and they're very vocal people. They won't be happy until they see free and fair elections in Cuba.